Hey Sven Squad, how you doing? In this video, I'll go through 10 tips that might be of help to you for Mass Effect Legendary Edition. In just a week's time, we're all going to experience the nostalgia all over again. Or better yet, some of you have never experienced this godly series before, in which case I envy you a lot. Mass Effect is such an incredible series with so many rich characters and emotional moments, that it's bound to have you laughing your ass off.
I've had enough of your disingenuous assertions.
Or break down crying. And even if you're a hard ass, it's bound to tug at your heartstrings.
They should have listened to you a long time ago. I'm sorry, Shepard.
But before we begin, I just have to ask you guys to smash the like button. I'll be honest, it helps recommending the video to other people. And don't forget to comment with your own personal tips for any newcomers to the series. Alright, let's go. Number 1. Don't worry about choosing a class in Mass Effect 1. Here's the thing, the classes in Mass Effect 1 was never very impressive. You have 6 classes to choose from, those being the Soldier, Adept, Vanguard, Sentinel, Infiltrator and Engineer. They have somewhat different abilities, but some talents they actually share. The Sentinel, Infiltrator and Engineer all share a few tech talents, and the Adept, Vanguard and Sentinel, again, share some biotic talents. So if you want something of both worlds, you can go Sentinel, or if you don't like either of them, you can just go Soldier, as the Soldier is the only class that's entirely specialized for weapons. But here's why you don't need to worry about it. You see, Mass Effect Legendary Edition will let you use all weapons starting from Mass Effect 1, so it doesn't matter which class you choose if you just want every weapon available. Soldiers absolutely make your weapons stronger, so if you just want to blast everything to hell, just go with that. Last choice doesn't really become important until Mass Effect 2 anyways. Number 2. Do every side mission before the main missions. Why? Well, first, Mass Effect has a so-called Paragon and Renegade system in place, which are dialogue options that become available during crucial moments. If your points are too low in the Paragon or Renegade tree respectively, you won't be able to solve certain issues with the best possible outcome. This becomes very important in Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, where you can lose squad mates or more if you don't have a high enough score in either of the tree.
Screw you! You've got no idea what they put me through. Maybe it's time I showed you.
Completing extra missions also increases your so-called galactic readiness for the third game. Mass Effect 3 has a system called Galaxy at War, which extends to Mass Effect 1 and 2 in the Legendary Edition. So doing side missions not only levels up your character to get stronger for gameplay reasons and to improve your galactic readiness, but some missions have additional dialogue that you can exhaust, thereby leveling up your Paragon or Renegade tree. Which leads us into number 3. Will you be a Paragon or Renegade Shepard? Now, as I said before, this becomes more important in Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, where the Paragon and Renegade system switches from talents to leveling from your dialogue choices. So if you choose nicer or Paragon dialogue, this will cause you to lose out on the Renegade points that you would have gotten if you had chosen the meaner dialogue option, thereby making it really hard to be a jack of all trades. The great thing is that Mass Effect has such an enormous replay value because of the different choices and consequences of your actions. So if you're a person that's too nice for your own good,
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job.
Go with the Paragon option, and on your second playthrough, give the Renegade option a try.
I just killed 50 bodyguards to get in here. What do you think I'll do to you?
You can also just experiment and go with the flow. It's all up to you. Number 4. Use combination explosions to your advantage. In Mass Effect 2, combo explosions are introduced and some abilities work as primers, while other abilities work as detonations. One example to this is if you play the Adept. Using lift on an unshielded enemy will cause them to lose gravity and float around, which counts as a primer. Using the ability called Warp while the enemy is in the air will cause a biotic explosion, doing a lot of damage to the enemy and surrounding opponents. There are both biotic and tech abilities that can do this, and this combo system gets vastly improved in Mass Effect 3. Number 5. Aim for the head. In Mass Effect Legendary Edition, BioWare has rebalanced a lot of gameplay aspects. One of them is the headshot multiplier. In the original Mass Effect 1, several enemies didn't take any extra damage even if you shot them in the head. This has been fixed, so now you can blast your foes in the face to your heart's content and watch them drop like flies. This will be especially useful for any of you daredevils that want to play on higher difficulties, so polish your aim game up. Number 6. The Mako Controls. We've heard a lot about the Mako being updated as to make it more fun to use, and one of the main points to this are the controls. The Mako will now be easier to steer and maneuver, but you'll also see a change to its weapon systems. It's now stronger in both firepower and durability. But that's not all. For all of you Mako-chists, you'll be able to switch back to the original Mako controls. So if you enjoy doing somersaults back to the ground when you almost reach the top of a mountain, here you go. Number 7. Sleep around. Now Mass Effect is not just known for its complex system of choice and consequence, but also for the possible romances. Some people actually refer to our beloved trilogy as Ass Effect, and I don't blame them. Because of the dialogue system, you can choose to sometimes be flirty with certain characters. And in the games after Mass Effect 1, even characters that aren't your actual squad mates.
Shepard, I never thought I'd enjoy having a partner.
After enough flirting with one character, you might develop a relationship with them.
I did just come to chat, but I might stay for the show.
And if you're persistent, you are bound to get some virtual action. But beware, romancing several characters in one playthrough might have adverse effects during your journey. Number 8. Sniper rifles are your friend. This tip ties in somewhat with number 5. In the original Mass Effect, the sniper rifle was incredibly cumbersome to use, since the sway was so extreme. Aiming with it was extremely annoying, even if you chose to play the Infiltrator, which is generally known to be the sniper class. In Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the sway has been removed, so thankfully you'll be able to place those headshots with supreme satisfaction. Number 9. Explore the galaxy map. Now the galaxy map is widely known to be one of the best aspects to Mass Effect, mainly because of the world building it does. This is not only because of the various missions you select from it, but through the galaxy map you can travel to all kinds of star systems and explore surrounding planets. Now if you're like me and you love reading, then my personal tip to you is to cook up a cup of coffee or tea, sit down in your comfy chair and explore every planet in each game. The planet descriptions contain several Easter eggs and tidbits about the lore and history of Mass Effect, and some clues as to where the story is leading up to. Number 10. Take your time. This is especially true if you're new to the Mass Effect universe. The experience you'll have with Mass Effect is comparable to having a one-in-a-lifetime meal.
How's the pie?
So good.
You'll be able to experience it multiple times, but nothing will ever compare to that first playthrough. So don't rush it, savor it, do everything and anything you can to explore every nook and cranny. This universe is expertly handcrafted with love and dedication, and it would be a real shame to just shoot through the story. There are so many things to do, and so much to explore. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any suggestions for future videos, or if you just have any comments and general thoughts, just leave them down below in the comment section. And don't forget to smash like. Again, it helps a lot. Have a great day, Sven Squad. Take care of yourself.